Okay, in today's video I will show you my flowers. I've actually got two of them, two plants, as you can see in here, and those are one of the best of the flowers to go into your basket for obvious reason. Those I have ordered from the online shop, because it's not easy to get them to start with. Unfortunately, when I ordered them, they mixed up the address and they sent them to my neighbor. They left them in a shed, in a boiling shed, because it was really hot in England in the last 2 weeks, and they sat there for quite a while. As you can see, they do have dead flowers. It is normal for those type of flowers to have dead flowers, but we need to get rid of them and try to save them as much as we can. But I will show you step-by-step guide how to plant them and how to look after them properly. This one is Petunia vista Bubblegum. This is the best type of petunia, so highly recommended, and it's called Bubblegum. There's a few different types, obviously, so you can come across different ones in a shop, but this one is far the best. There are different colors as well. I believe there's a white and also violet color. Definitely the pink one for some reason is the best. So first thing first, we have to get rid of the dead flowers, dead leaves. There's quite a few in here. As I mentioned before, they sat in a shed. I do need a basket, so I've got some flowers in here in a basket. I will get rid of those flowers. I will put them in different container, and I will plant my vista Supertunia in a basket. This is the type which needs to go to the basket, and it's gonna look incredible. So I ordered those, just some pots to replant the other ones, so I'll replant them in here. I just need to ask my husband to do some holes. Any plants needs proper drainage, so they need holes for water to be able to exceed water to get rid of. So we need to make sure we've got holes there, and then I would just probably put it over there, and so that will be fine. And then we'll get on with our Supertunia vista. Those are really nice flowers. Reminds me of Italy a lot, because obviously in Italy they do grow them a lot of those flowers, so they're really pretty too. So let's get back to where we stopped. So this plant is actually was, I think, £4, around £4 each, and we'll need two to plant in one basket. The basket is medium size, but definitely need two. It was £4.50 actually, £4.50. I purchased those in England. As I mentioned before, I had to search for them. I had to search for them for quite a while, and they're not easy to purchase, but they definitely the best. And this one is actually a reminder of Bazooka Joe. So they were selling them before. They do flower from May till October, and it was similar to Hubba Bubba as well. So if you had before Bazooka Joe or Hubba Bubba, this is very similar type. So this one is called Bubblegum, and it's the best. We're gonna get rid of all the dead flowers, so this is very important. You have to do that after each rain pretty much every day. So if you notice any dead flowers, the best is just to get rid of them as you go, because that will encourage fresh flowers to grow better, and you don't want anything like this on your flowers. Obviously it looks much worse if you've got dead flowers and fresh ones. So first thing, we need to nicely clean the plant, get rid of all the dead flowers to get the best out of the plant. So we'll do that first, and then we're gonna do the same on this and the other plant, obviously. And then once we clean this, we will definitely plant it, and we'll have a look at the roots, if they're healthy. But because this plant was sat there in a hot without water for a few days, believe it or not, and it's still fine, I think it will be even better, because it had to fight for life, basically, as I will put it. So it will be probably better for a plant, and definitely root system. Sometimes it helps for a rooting system actually to establish better if the plant doesn't, don't get water easily. The same as with animals, I say. If you feed them, they become lazy. The same with a plant. If you water it systematically, with no problems, then the plant is just like the roots are getting lazy. But it actually, plant needs to, search for a water. It will get those roots established better. So that won't be a problem with this plant either. So I think it will easily, with a bit of water and a bit of right feed, it will get back to life pretty quickly, I would say. And you will see that in my next video. So what we'll do, clean this up. The plant like this needs 3 things. Good position, so it will need a lot of sun. So this plant I'll be planting in front of my house. I'll position this basket in front of my house because there's a lot of sun there, and then I will be watering the plant with just water every day, especially in the summer. It needs watering every day. You will see if it needs water and let's say you forget to water it, because the flowers will start getting obviously a bit similar like this, getting black and getting dying slowly. So you will see it needs water. If you think it needs every day and it's really hot, you will quickly change your mind, because you will see the plant will be like slowly dying. So watering is very important, but not only watering will help. When looking after this plant, you do need special feed, sorry. So we need special feed. When this plant came, it was squished like this, so that's why it's looking a little bit like it's growing up, but it's not. It's gonna nicely spread and it will cascade from the basket, so that's fine. It's definitely a right plant for a basket and one of the best. I'm not sure if I mentioned before, there are different types. So I think there's a white one you can buy in white color and violet color, but this one is far the best. So definitely go for Bubblegum pink. I would leave the tag so you can buy them next year. This plant is only 1 year plant, but flowering from May to October, so you've got long life, and definitely recommend it because it doesn't need much looking after, but it's beautiful and making incredible display where people will be asking you how you're looking after it and where can they purchase the same. And it's not without the reason. It is most beautiful basket plant you can get. We'll start from the very poor plant, but you will see how pretty it will look in a week time. It doesn't need long to recover, but it will be beautiful. So as I mentioned before, it does need good position, so plenty of light, sunshine, and then it will need watering every day just with water, and then it will need feed every second day. That's all it needs, 3 things basically. And you need to make sure you get rid of all the dead leaves, dead flowers regularly as you see them. So probably every day or after each rain, because it will have dead flowers, and that's natural, so nothing to worry about. I will keep this one obviously so I know what that plant is, so I can purchase the same next year. I purchase the same every year. So if I can get my hands on this one, I will definitely will, and strongly recommend this exact plant. So if you can purchase that one, great. If not, do your research, and you should be able to find it in UK as well. I know in other countries they sell this one like crazy. You can purchase them anywhere, but it's harder to get your hands on in here in England. I'm not sure why. So we've got really nice pretty pink light flowers, which I like. It's not crazy color, it's nice delicate color. And you will need 2 for 1 basket, so if you've got 2 baskets you want to purchase 4 probably. So this one, I purchased this one in Aldi, I believe it was £3.99, and you've got quite a few in here, I think 6. As you can see, it's different. It's got this nice pink color as well, and it's giant, but this one is far better than the other one. It doesn't look like it's better, but you will admit that I was right in a week time when I show you the results of watering it and looking after it properly and feeding it every second feed. You will see the difference. It will be incredible. So for now, this one obviously looks better, but this one looks a bit like, you know, needs some love. Right, the feed. The only feed you will need is this one. It's called Planton, it's red and it's S. So this specific one is perfect for all those plants, so you can use it for all of them. Once you do it, mix it with basically water, and then you can use it for all other plants as well in your garden. This one, the instruction is that you use 1 or 2 teaspoons per 10 liters of cold water. And my sister, I know, using 1 teaspoon per 5 liters of water, and this is how I will be doing it and how I always do for incredible healthy plants. So 1 teaspoon, 5 liters of water, and then that will be enough for obviously watering not just this one but other plants, so you don't need that much to water it. I usually water it in the evening, so once a day in the evening, because in the morning I usually go to work, so I'm in a hurry, but once a day is fine. If it's raining, obviously I will not water my plants, I will leave it, so you don't need to overwater your plants. So once a day it's completely fine with water, every second day with this one, Planton S. I know there's a few different types of this Planton feed, so make sure you use that one. This one is special, especially good for all those plants, garden plants like this one, Tunias, and other ones. So really good one. With this one I only get rid of dead plants, dead flowers as well, and doesn't need much looking after and looks really good. So definitely like this shade of pink as well, really nice and pretty. At the moment I think I'm into all pink colors and whites. So yeah, this one looking very nice and healthy, and it's in my basket. With regards to the now soil, I'm using all the soil from Westland. It's one of the best soil. This one got 4 months feed included in the soil as well, so it's all multi-purpose compost. So we just need this, we need our feed, this one definitely, one and only, and we need a plant. With regards to the feed, I usually put watering can and put 1 liter of water first, then 1 teaspoon of our feed, mix it up and add another 4 liters of water, just so our feed is not at the bottom of our watering can. So make sure you do it that way, and that way you're not gonna waste any feed, and you need to obviously make sure you're actually using the feed. Right, so we're pretty much done. The only thing I wanted to highlight is when you've got your hanging basket, make sure you buy one of those, because I've got one of those and it's a pain, I can tell you now. This shape is a pain because you can't put it down to water it properly, you can't put it down to get rid of dead flowers, so not recommended for sure. It looks nice, not much difference, but definitely for a practical reason I would recommend it to go with a basket like this, much easier. Right, and those are already sorted. Now we've got space and we've got our hanging basket. So this one is like, I don't know, small medium size of a hanging basket. We're just gonna put a soil in, and then we're gonna put 2 of our plants. So we're just gonna basically put them in and then add some more soil. The only thing you have to remember is that you don't want to put too much soil, because you need to be able to water it later. So we've got 2 plants in here. Basket like this definitely highly recommended for easy access. You don't want to put too much soil, so the soil should be up to the rim. When you water your plants, if you put too much soil, it will be overwatered and the water will be going on the sides. So if you put less soil, then the plant will nicely soak the water in. So I will show you in a second. This is how much soil you want. You want to have some space there, so that's important as well. Our basket will be hanging in front of the house when it has lots of sun. We'll be watering it every day with water, just with water, and every second day with feed, the feed which I recommended. And you will see how this plant gonna change in a very short time. will be getting rid of all the dead flowers as well as we go, probably every day, and I will see you in my next video for a result and update.